A major winter storm hitting Arizona. Rain and gusting winds starting overnight in the valley. Heavy snow falling in higher elevations. Some places up north experiencing blizzard conditions.
And as you can imagine, there are a lot of road closures due to the snow and the wind. Nearly 200 miles of Interstate 40 closed because of the hazardous winter conditions. And you can see the closure in purple right here on this map. It stretches for miles. Also 89A between Sedona and Flagstaff closed as well. State Route 87 between Winslow and Payson is closed. No word on when those roads will reopen, and ADOT is discouraging anyone from traveling up north. Thousands in Arizona were without power today as well, thanks to strong gusty winds.
Steve Nielsen is live with a look at all of the poles that have gone down across the valley, and there are a bunch.
There are a bunch. You know, it's still a little bit gusty right now, obviously not what we were seeing earlier. Crews here doing some work on a pole right now, trying to finish this up in this Scottsdale neighborhood. One of the residents here said as this pole started moving throughout the night, he was concerned it might fall on his house.
After the wind, it was the sound of the chainsaw that filled this Scottsdale neighborhood. The power pole above James Decker's home broke in the middle of the storm.
Next thing you know, there's just a big flash of light, big bang, and all of a sudden we're like, what happened? What's going on? We take a look out back, we see the power line is down and blowing in the wind, and we weren't sure whether we were going to have to evacuate.
The wind kept up and kept him up, as it did for many across the valley. Our cameras captured APS crews working to stabilize this pole on 27th Avenue that was dancing in the wind for hours. On 35th Avenue, a similar scene.
You know, we're usually hopping during monsoon season, but sometimes little surprises hit us throughout the year.
Thousands in the state were without power in an instant because of the gusts. Robert Horn with SRP says they have crews all over.
No, we just had a lot of lines go down. Few poles went down and things like that. So just the damage is pretty widespread throughout the valley. So just getting the resources to be able to spread out a little bit more has been more of the challenges for us today.
James said his work from home job became a challenge Wednesday.
No phones, no tablets, no power consumption.
You read a lot of books today?
None. I'm still trying to finish my first book that I bought a couple months ago.
James, they're keeping a good attitude throughout all of this. The good news for him, I just talked to these SRP line crews here. They tell me that power was restored to this neighborhood in the last 10 minutes. They just got their power back. What you're seeing right now, the work they're doing right now, is just trying to connect the electricity back to the light poles here. So they said that should just be a few more minutes, and then they'll be able to clear out of this scene. At its peak, SRP says they had about 13,000 power outages across the valley. Much smaller number now, and they said throughout the night that number will continue to diminish. Reporting live, Steve Nielsen, Fox 10 News.